Alright, so you want to play a summoner type build. Well, this video is going to cover everything you need to know to become an unstoppable killing machine. So this video is going to be more of a template more so than a definitive build. I will show some accessories that you will need to have, but allow some freedom so you can spice up your build depending on how you like to play. So let's start with the archetypes. We are playing Summoner and Engineer because they are literally made to be played together. Many people don't know, but your turret is considered a summon, so you can easily stack bonuses that can benefit both archetype. This build is by far going to be the tankiest build you have ever played. We are stacking multiple defensive layers to become an unstoppable juggernaut. And it all starts with the Soul Guard ring, which you can obtain in the Blood Moon altar, the same that you got when unlocking the Summoner archetype. This ring gives you a stack of Bulwark for each active summons, which we can easily max out to 5 stacks, giving us 20% damage reduction. This ring is made to be paired with the Insulation Driver Amulet, giving us permanently 15% increased damage and haste, since we're basically always going to have an active summon, so we're always going to have a stack of Bulwark since we have the Soul Guard. And by the way, haste is by far one of the most underrated buff in the game. It gives us 7% increased action speed, which means everything we do in the game is 7% faster. So our fire rate, reload speed, aiming speed, movement speed, consumable and relic use speed are all going to be faster. You can get this amulet in Nerude from the Flooded Room event. You can easily find guides on how to get it. And finally, we have the Soul Link ring, which makes our summon able to lifesteal for us, which will just make us that much more tanky. And this is just the start of our tankiness. The Engineer archetype is actually made to wear big, heavy armor. They have the Fortified trait, which makes our armor a lot more effective. So that means that we want to wear the heaviest armor that we can without going over 75. We want to be as close as 75 as possible without going over it to really maximize the amount of armor that we have. And actually you can go over 75 if you have some encumbrance reduction, like for example with the Dran Memento or the Challenger unique trait. Some other traits that will make a huge difference are Vigor, Bark Skin for even more damage reduction, and Blood Bond, which is even more damage reduction. And as for the weapons, you can use what you want, but you should use a mod that spawn minions. I'm using the Space Crab mod, which summons 5 crabs, and every single one of them counts as a summon, so you can already see the synergies that we can get. So every single one of the crabs counts toward a stack of Bulwark. They all have lifesteal for us, and they have all the bonuses that we get from the Summoner archetype. And I purposely left 2 ring slots open so you can use what you feel like and what you like depending on your playstyle. I am using the Hardened Coil for even more damage reduction, and you can use other rings like the Dran Memento that I showed earlier, or just anything that you want. So that's about it. I didn't want to make the video too long. One great thing about this build is that you can experiment a lot and change some stuff. So if you have any suggestion for improving the build, like for example some rings that could work as well, make sure to say it in the comments. And the goal is to work together to make the most powerful build possible. And yeah, that's about it. So if you found this video helpful, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. It really helps a lot, and good luck with the build.